baby girl, then wind up, wind up, wind up, wind up, wind up, wind up, girl.
Wow. Look at me. Yo, I had an adventure. I feel like I don't even know. I'm surprised I even made it here because to be honest, reality don't seem so real. Just been tripping.
You, my new boyfriend. We got two beautiful angels. 1.6.
All right. So I forgot to record more. I did record little parts of I recorded these parts that you're going to see, but this is the next day right here. So after this part, you're going to see another part from yesterday. But excuse me, I'm gonna just tell y'all about what happened. So yesterday, I ended up finding this place online where it said that you can come chill. You know, they sell bud to you. You know, they got edibles and stuff. And you can just chill there and roll up and watch a movie. And I went, and it was crazy because I'm not even from that part of like. Oh, I'm trying to think. Should I tell y'all where I'm from? All right, it doesn't matter. I'm not even from that part of Philly, and it's like I had to drive like 40 minutes to get there. But honestly, because that I did go, I experienced so many different things. Like I experienced a truly different experience. Like I never did anything like this before, and I'm glad that I did because to me it signifies that I really am in a new period of life and I'm just trying new things. So I just went down there. It's like downtown, and you know the way what it does look like somebody's house, right? But I ended up finding out that it's like a home, like a family business that they all run together. And I guess she has some friends that comes and help, or some people who just chill there. It really is just a chill spot. Like it's like a chill spot that has a store in it. It's actually really nice. I could see myself bringing friends there, bringing my boyfriend there. I could see me going back there eventually. I'm just, I don't know. When you're broke, I think that certain stuff costs too much. So, like, I bought a pre roll. It was like 25. And I got it because I really did just want to support. But honestly, I was not thinking about getting no pre roll. And when I was smoking it, that joint was so packed that for the first half of the blunt, I couldn't even get it through the top. Like, I was contemplating, should I just break this shit apart? Should I just save it? You know, but I was just trying to enjoy the moment. I got this, THC drink, and I'm not really sure how it made me feel because I was just trying shit on top of shit. So I had the pre roll, I had the drink, and then I met somebody who gave me shrooms. So I met this first person who gave me shrooms. And later in the night, I ended up meeting his friend that was there, and he gave me some more shrooms. So when I tell y'all I was tripping, because basically to say the joint closed at 10 o'clock, and there was another place to go after. It was like an open mic. So I was after I left the place at like 9:50, and I sat in the car and I was waiting for the open mic, but that's when it started kicking in. And I think for me, I was just I was just feeling emotional because I was thinking about so many things. Like I was thinking about like what I'm supposed to do, what I'm not supposed to do, what people want me to do, what I want me to do, and how, like, I'm still looking for my drive to, figure out what makes me go. And I'm still looking for my passion and something that I'm completely invested in. And I was happened to be watching this video yesterday, and this video was talking about how, like, I know this is a different person. I don't think it's gonna be me, but I think this happened to them because of they followed a trend. So there was a great, I think it's the Great Resignation period where a lot of people were quitting their jobs. People who could did. But I was watching this video of this one guy who realized that maybe he made a mistake and maybe he shouldn't have gone, YouTube full time. And this was after he did it for 2 years, and he realized that maybe he just might want a job. And I didn't finish the whole video, but what I got from it is that I think what some people don't know is some people do, they do operate or work better when having a job. With the whole Great Resignation period, it's not bashing jobs. It's bashing the fact that a lot of people don't actually want a job, but they're working one. And that is the problem of the Great Resignation period, because there was people who bandwagoned and people who just like, oh, I'm gonna quit my job, which was nice for the effect, but I just think some people had the impersonation that quitting their job would be easier. Like, working for themselves would be easier. No, because what you don't understand is when you're working a job, all that stuff is done for you. You just have to follow the rules. But when you work for yourself, you have to create everything. You even have to create your own rules. You have to create your own job. You have to create your own hours. You have to create your own rules. It's like, it sounds cool, but when you're really doing it, you realize that it's a lot more work than working a regular job. And that video made me think about some things. Not for myself, because I know I don't want to work a job. I know I would be happier if I could work for myself. It's just the idea of, sometimes I'm just not sure how to bring things in the way I want to. And I have to do it the way that I only know how right now, which I don't like. But I was just so overwhelmed by perspective of what am I going to do, perspective of, just, it's like, I can't explain it, because I would say I was freaking out, but I wasn't freaking out about what I took. I wasn't freaking out about, oh my gosh, I'm high, this, that, and the fourth. And even with the whole driving part, I think what made it worse is how long I took to start. And that's what I realized when I on the way home. I was like, after I took that piece, I was like, I gotta go home now, because the longer I wait, the worse it'll get, because the longer you give it time to set in, the more you're gonna feel it. And I learned that from the first time, because if I say, when I got in the car, if I just drove away, I would have been fine. But the fact that I waited, it allowed it to kick in, and it allowed it for me to, it made me take longer, basically. But yeah, I ended up not going on time, and I sat in the car for 2 hours. And I did eventually go there, and I happened to meet a friend, which was interesting. I didn't really think I was going to make any friends, because just by the way I was doing things, I just felt like I'm probably just going to go home. I'm probably not going to do anything. And then I did basically tell myself to go out there. Because I don't usually do stuff like this. So it's like, I was about to just end it. I was about to be like, maybe another day, this, that, and the fourth. But I know who knows when another day will come. It could possibly I could make it today, but it's like no, like I just wanted to enjoy the moment for what it was. I was out there. It's a long drive, and the second place was only 10 minutes away. So I was like, should I go all the way home? That's 40 minutes, or should I just go to the place that's 10 minutes away? Especially since I'm tripping and stuff, right? But overall, I did enjoy myself. I think I learned a lot. I learned a lot about responsibility. I learned a lot about just being careful. Like, I know one thing about me, I'm going to just be careful. And it's kind of funny because, with the Matrix and all, people are going to be people, and people don't realize how, fake a lot of this is, how malleable and how much you can change your reality. And sometimes when people put that on you, or they make it feel like that nothing can change or nothing is this, it can make you feel a little stuck. I think that I got a good representation of reality too, because not to say I know everybody in this neighborhood, but when I go out, sometimes I do see people that I recognize, and I'm like, dang, I went to school with them, or whatever. But it's like when you went out there, you don't know any of those people, and there's so many people. And I don't know. I just think that there was so much. It was so much. When you go outside, you're going to learn so much. I feel like you learn so much stuff naturally that it's hard to be taught these things. Somebody could tell you their stories, but their stories only came because they did the thing. Like, it had me thinking about so many things. Like, it had me thinking about different people and different stories they probably have because of how, like, wild it was to experience that, I feel like. But I just wanted to check in with y'all and kind of tell y'all why I didn't record as much. Why I got so little footage yesterday. Well, that's because I was learning. I was learning through, my, first-hand experience. I even came in contact with this fear that I have, and that's of recording at the wrong time. Because you see, I come around from a lot of people who, like a lot of my friends per se, they don't like cameras. They don't like being recorded. They don't like taking pictures. And I think I learned that behavior, especially since my mom doesn't even like taking pictures. So I had my aunt who likes taking pictures, and she would try to make me take pictures all the time. And over time, I would just be like, and it's because I wasn't confident in how I looked. I wasn't happy about how I looked. And I think it's the same reason for everybody. Like, they're like, no, you captured a moment where I don't think I look good. And when I was in the place where I feel like, oh, I'm trying to make friends, I'm trying to have fun, I didn't want to, record people. And then people are like, nah, I don't want to be recorded. Because I just feel like that's such bad energy. I just avoided it. But it's like, how am I going to make footage? How am I going to do these things if I don't record? And I remember having that feeling when I was shopping, because sometimes I want to shop and vlog. But it's like, I just hurry up, do what I do, and I leave, when I should really be recording these things, because everything is content. I watch some YouTubers shop. But yeah, because that's a part of life, and sometimes you want to see what that person does, what that person picks. And I just have to hold myself with the same curiosity. I have to have the same curiosity with my life, saying that, Oh, just like how I don't know what the next person would do, they don't know what I would do, and they might be interested. So, yeah. But overall, I'm probably gonna put in some pictures and stuff that I took. I took one picture of myself, really, and it's because I was just like, I was trying to enjoy the moment. But once I got to the second place, I was around so many people, and the friend that I made, he seen me at the last place I was at, and there was less people there. The first place I went to, there was probably like 5 of us all together. But the second place I went to, there had to be like 20 people or more in there. And I did like the energy because there are people who are on the mic, and there was this one guy who did say this one thing that I remember, and he said how basically we all know that we deserve luxury. We all know that we deserve to eat and have fun. We all know that, like, life's pleasant things to offer. We all know that we each deserve it now. And it was really the part of the now that got me, because I don't know how old this guy is, but who knows, or who knows the family he came from, or the people he's around, or where they just feel unworthy of good things in life. And it's like, I feel for that, because everybody does deserve these things. There's external factors as to why people aren't getting these things, and I feel like a lot of people aren't aware. And some people say, oh, well, you're blaming. You're not blaming. What's responsibility? Responsibility means to respond to things you have control over. A lot of us don't have control. So when we are in a position to where we do have control over certain things, we don't know what to do. And I found that lesson when I was driving, because when I was completely in control and I'm feeling and seeing so many different things, and I'm like, wow, like, this is really all up to me. And you can see, like, you could see, like, I could see people who seem to have better control than me. People who seem to just go at it effortlessly. And that can be a little intimidating, only if you want to do it too, and you're like, God damn, what the fuck? They're doing all of this? Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're literally doing all of this. And then say if you have like a small piece, you're like, damn, I could barely control this piece. But I think that's a lesson with skill. Like, that lesson can help me with so many things, because right now I'm new at so many different things. And it can be a little overwhelming for me to not be good at something, because usually I do the things that I'm good at. So now that I'm trying so many things that I'm not good at, it is a little hard, because you can listen to people who seem to, murder. They seem to murder whatever you're trying to do. And you're sitting here and you can't even push it. Like, you can't even... You could barely even get yourself to do it. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, but I just have to know that repetition is key. And I just simply have to just keep doing it. Once I just keep doing it and doing it, you will get used to it. That's the only reason why these people who seem to have it so easy, that's only because it's not their first time anymore. They had their first time where it was hard, but now it's like, they understand what to do now. They understand how to do it. They know what to do. Like, there's so many factors that came into it, so it's not like they just hopped on it their first time and they know what they were doing. No, they've been doing it for a while. And I just have to remember that. I have to have patience with myself. I have to keep learning and trying new things, because that's the only way I'm ever going to reach to be the person that I want to be. I was just telling my sister, and I told her that she was asking me, like, what's going on in life? And I was just telling her that I'm trying to create a life that I want to live. I'm trying to create a life that I want to live. Because I know it's only up to me to do it. I'm the only one that can do it, really. So, yeah. All right, I gotta fix this. So yesterday, I've had a big day yesterday or today. No, it's yesterday. I can't believe I even made it. It's like now I know what it feels like to not know if you're gonna make it home. To not know. Be worried about what the fuck you're going to do. Gotta look in my eyes. Look at my eyes. Oh wait, it got smaller. That's because I'm focusing. Oh shit, they're getting bigger right now. It's hard for the camera to see it. When I look at, they're getting bigger when I look at myself. When I look at myself, they get bigger. All right. But I was tripping. Oh my God, when I tell you I was tripping balls. I was tripping balls. These cats. But I'm happy to be experiencing. I just don't know, like, what's the move? Like, what am I doing? What am I doing? Why do I still want to smoke? Like, oh yeah, I haven't even told y'all. So I took some mushrooms. Yesterday, I didn't make a video for y'all, so I don't get to put on my chart. Sad about it, but this is what happens when you don't do what you're supposed to do. So I have to make my videos. Hey, Jesus. Oh my God, I don't even know. Every day you're just supposed to check in with yourself, but how am I doing? How am I doing? What am I supposed to be working towards? I don't know. Because I don't have any desire to work towards a freaking job. I don't have that desire. And I barely have a desire to work towards the shit that I want. So what am I supposed to do? Okay, so, yeah. This is a moment in time, and the fact that I'm really putting myself out there is the point of it. Like, it's the point of doing this. My cat is at my feet. Because one day, this will all be a memory. And this is what happens when you're living your life to the fullest. You start freaking the fuck out. When you're living your life to the fullest, you're freaked the fuck out. And I've learned that. I see that now. Because I'm not sure if I'm about to throw up or if I'm about to have the next great idea, or I don't even know. Oh yeah, mind you.
All right, pull your hatchets out. Swing, 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 swing. Swing, 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 swing. Uh-oh, here come the po-po.